All right, so then we have another holdout, but this one is a little bit more home to myself. That is the Redskins' best player, who also happens to be a lineman. The Redskins' best player, Trent Williams, has basically is holding out from the Redskins, to put it bluntly. And the Redskins, literally, I quote, is saying, "We don't appear to see a light at the end of a tunnel regarding the Trent Williams holdout." Gruden told people last Monday, he told reporters, there are no updates whatsoever about him. We're preparing other guys we have right now. That's all we can do. But basically, Trent Williams has said the reasons for his holdout are he does not trust the Redskins training staff, which I wouldn't either. And and he's reportedly asking for a trade in order to continue his playing career. He has 2 years and $29 million remaining on his contract. The Redskins did sign Donald Penn to fill his position, and he is battling for another player on the Redskins to take the starting left tackle spot. Donald Penn was on the Raiders for the last 5 years, and he actually went to the Pro Bowl twice, which is nice. But the other guy there is battling had a torn MCL last year. But anyway, Trent Williams, best player on the Redskins in terms of sheer like numbers and statistics wise, offer and value. He's the best player on the Redskins, and on a team that already has a lot of problems and has nobody pretty much expects them to do much of anything this year. The losing your best player, who's just a left tackle, that's going to be a big problem. As a fan of the Redskins, and the biggest problem I have with them is constant mismanagement every single year. This is just another reason for me to despise my own team. Like, this is not something new that's just popped out of the blue. Okay, Trent Williams has been asking for a new contract for over a year now, and the owner and the GM have done nothing. They pretended it's not an issue like they always do. And then now when it comes down to it, and he's literally being the first person on the Redskins who is not going to be willing to play an actual game because of it, it's like if this was a running back and it was just another one of these running backs who was like blah 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 holding out for a bigger contract, whatever. He's saying his biggest reason is he doesn't trust the training staff. That's a problem when your best player doesn't trust your own training staff. You have a serious problem.
Ooh.
And I don't know. What do you guys think?
Go ahead, Cole.
I mean, they need to sign him because I don't understand why they would just let him walk. Like, who else are you paying? You have no one else to pay. He's one of the best tackles in the league.
Yeah.
Why would you not just sign him?
He's a 7-time Pro Bowler.
7 times.
Out of how many
every
seasons?
Single season. I don't even know. Probably almost every single one of them, to be honest.
I mean, this is such a Redskins thing.
It's like
do.
2 years.
Really
he missed the Pro Bowl 2 years.
That's the most disgusting part. Every other team would have signed him by now. Every other team would have just reassured it because they know how hard tackles are to fill in the league, right? Tackles are one of the hardest positions to fill because they're not abundant. There's not just amazing tackles left and right.
And this is their left tackle, too, so this is a huge one, isn't it? Because your left tackle protects your
blindside tackle.
Yeah. Like, we're just going to say, Dwayne, you better start running, boyo.
I mean, he already knew he was going to be running with this team a lot, but this is just hurting him even more because now he has to trust someone who's either been injured with an MCL tear or who's never played in the Redskins system in his entire life, when Trent Williams has been there his whole life.
Look, think about it this way.
Why do you not sign him?
Yeah, you also took him in the first round with the 4th overall pick in 2010.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Like
this is such a
this is a first round offensive line draft pick in a top 5 spot. You're obviously trying to shore up your line. Oh, we're just gonna let him walk. It's okay.
One of not only is left tackle important, but it's also a huge running part of your. It's like a huge part of your running program because that is like the main position that most running backs can count. Especially if you've been playing with the Redskins, like for Adrian Peterson, he's played with the Redskins for a year now. He's probably counted and assured upon that Trent Williams will be a trustworthy block to open a hole for him.
Yeah,
right?
So you would think
that is if someone new comes in, now he's going to be like, okay, I don't know what this guy's going to do. Can I trust him to open a hole? Can I trust to run behind him? Like now he's got questions. You know, every running back's going to have questions going through her head. Whoever played with the Redskins in the past is like, well, now the left tackle's all different stuff. I don't know if it's going to be bad or good or whatnot. So, it's such annoying to me because this has been a problem for over a year now.
let's put this way: the Cowboys based their team on a running game, but what did they do first? They didn't sign Zeke. Zeke didn't get the
No.
money first. Who
They
got the money
showed up
first?
the O-line.
Yeah, they paid their offensive linemen. Like
A
their
lot.
top 3 linemen got paid instantly. Like their contract was like, oh,
Yeah.
they were like, guys, look, we really want a contract extension. They're like, here's your money, go ahead. And they're like, okay, and they're on the way. No, the Redskins. I don't know. I don't know what it is with Washington
people
about
are
picking
saying-
bad people, like picking
I
bad
don't
decisions.
know, man. I don't know, but some people are suggesting that the reason they haven't signed him or given him the money he wants is because they are considering trading him.
Well, even
Here's
if you
my
do, the
question.
Patriots declined. The Patriots declined
The
a
Patriots-
first-round draft pick.
There is I was about to bring that up. There's a rumor that the Patriots had offered the Redskins a first-round draft pick for Trent Williams, which, by the way, if they had, that's actually really big. But at the same time, a Patriots first-round draft pick is more like probably the 31st pick, if we're being honest. So it's really a second-round pick in general. But the point is, even if they had offered that, which does not sound like a very Patriots thing to do, if I'm honest, a first-round draft pick for a O-lineman.
Well, the thing is, though, I think
struggling that much, but
no, I think they're just trying to like, hey, Brady's getting old. He's not able to move. Let's blindside,
Yeah.
protect.
I mean, yeah, exactly. It could be that, but the Redskins, if that report was true, the report also said the Redskins said no to that, which boggles my mind even more. If you don't want to pay him, but you also don't want to trade him, what the hell are you doing with him?
Yeah, like
don't
you got to get
understand.
something out of him.
It literally,
Right.
they've said Washington has insisted it will not trade Williams.
That's dumb.
So I don't understand what you want to do with him. Why is he still there? If you're not trading him, if you don't want to pay him, he's your best player. I'm so confused. Like, this is what angers me about the Redskins.
And right after they draft a quarterback, like, don't
Yeah,
you want to
like-
protect him? Because he's supposed to be your franchise quarterback for
It's-
the future.
It's gonna, and the thing is, he also says he complained about the training staff, right?
Yeah, he had a surgery the off season. He felt like the surgery wasn't the best, and obviously people have complained about the Redskins training staff for years
Well, I
because
mean,
of how poorly
are-
they take care of the players.
How they handled RG3.
Exactly, or any
So, I
of
mean-
the other countless amount of injuries they have with Alex Smith and everything else.
I
They
mean,
just
you
got through.
can't. I don't even know what they're doing.
No,
really
no one
don't.
knows what the hell the Redskins are doing. This is the problem with the Redskins. They're the worst team in terms of communication because they don't communicate. They don't tell anyone what the hell's going on, and that leads to all this confusion. And then all of a sudden, you just have these articles pop up where people are like, "What the hell is going on with Trent Williams? Why is there no update? The head coach has no clue what's going on. How can the head coach not have any clue what's going on? He coached the damn. I don't understand."
That's pretty bad. I didn't even know that. That's
I'm baffled by this.
It's seriously just, it's not even annoying to me at this point because I'm so used to it. It's just the fact that it's so like consistently bad.
it's just not. It's like, look, guys, at least we're consistent. We're consistently bad. But that's about it.
Exactly. And I don't know. He even played played every, I think he was one of the only players on the Redskins who actually managed to play every single game last year. Now I could be wrong about that.
Let me
But-
check because I got his.
I know
he was
he's
13 for
generally-
13 for
Sorry?
13 last year. He
You
didn't
said
play every
13
game.
for, oh, he
Yeah,
didn't
he
play
didn't play every
okay.
game.
I thought he did get injured at one point.
Well,
actually.
he did get injured, I think. So
Yeah, exactly. Well, but most of the seasons, he's played almost every single game he can play, and usually he's one of the most consistent players out on the field.
he
Like-
played the full season, only 2 seasons
Okay,
in 2012 and 2013. But every other time he's missed a couple of games.
okay. So
But,
he
I mean-
does have injuries. All right.
He's a lineman. He's pretty big too. So I mean, these guys.
Yeah,
And he's been in the league for almost 10 years now. So
yeah.
he's got
I mean,
wear and tear. And you also play for the Redskins, who have had quarterback issues. You're not on a winning team. So I mean,
Yeah, exactly. It definitely it hurts to see Trent Williams have to deal with this because he's played so long with the Redskins at this point that he knows what he's going to have to deal with, and I guess he's just sick of it. He
I
kinda-
really don't blame him.
which kind of should be put. If you have someone who's played this many years on the Redskins, who's gone through all the quarterbacks, he's been there since RG3 with Kirk Cousins, Alex Smith, and now with Dwayne Haskins or Case Keenum, I guess.
Well, yeah, whichever one starts.
Whichever one starts, exactly. If he's been there all that time and he still can't stand how it's being run, it really should put it's going to put a damper on other people to go to Washington, because who's going to want to go when they see what Trent Williams is reporting, right?
Yeah.
It's
really
it's kind
feel
of
bad for
a
him.
worrisome thing as a Redskins fan myself to say that. I mean, shouldn't be worried because I'm kind of used to it, but at the same time, it's like,
No, you're worried.
yeah, I know.
Look, it's like
Exactly.
I want to think about you always think about maybe careers that ended kind of early, or
Yeah.
players who were injury prone. It's like were they actually injury prone, or were they mishandled?
That's what I would love to know, is because he's blaming the training staff, but at the same time, I'd say, okay, he's just mad because he hurt himself or something, or
But
he's just mad
no,
'cause he got hurt.
it's a reoccurring
But
thing.
it's a reoccurring thing. This type of thing has happened to so many Redskins players at this point that maybe he has a really good point.
Mm.
Kind of like with the Chargers and preseason injuries.
Oh my gosh.
It just seems to happen, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I really had to report about Trent Williams, is that he just kind of it doesn't appear like he's going to play this season. If he does play, it's not the first few weeks, that's for sure.
There's a lot. This is the season of the holdout.